If you have more than 10 people, you are blessed.
It's moved far from the art form itself and more into a business realm.
You called another woman a whore?
The Podical Sons.
That's slut shaming. What's up, y'all? Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
And we are the Podical Sons. Let's start the show. This show is hilariously inappropriate but intellectual beyond belief.
Here, here.
So don't feel any type of way when we say any type of things.
No,
Remember
no.
this part. Hilariously inappropriate, intellectual beyond belief. You'll get why I'm stressing it in a short.
That is the disclaimer we put out in the beginning.
Yo. Like, comment, subscribe, all the above, all streaming platforms possible. If you got this stuff, whatever, at Podical Sons for the socials, Podical Sons Podcast.
Lock it in.
Everywhere, Spotify and YouTube. You can see these lovely faces. Let's get it popping. Now, before we get to what brought you joy this week.
Right.
My week was scary from the last episode. It had a sonic boom that I didn't think it would come back to me locally as of yet.
Right.
But shout out to our voice our things are being amplified now and stuff, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of coming back a lot quicker than I expect.
Okay.
So be prepared to start fighting some battles and stuff, whatever, in your personal life.
Yeah.
If you're living off high in your castle or unrule, whatever, like in Zelda, and no one's seeing you that often, you're good.
Yeah.
My bitch ass is in the city. I'm in the trenches.
Mm-hmm.
So fuckers are seeing me and they got some things to say. Whatever, right? So yeah, but it still brought a little joy in my world and stuff, whatever.
But that's blessed, yeah.
So yeah, but what brought you joy this week? I'll tell you more about mine.
Sure. So two things. We finally wrapped up the UI and the UX stage of the app.
Okay.
So we're now moving on to the second phases. So I'm probably looking to start that back when I get back from Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second thing is that there are now Usual Suspects is now starting a campaign with the track that I produced for them.
Nice.
So I've been just hitting up DJs, sending it out to them, hitting up radio stations, trying to get it in within the rotation of stuff. And so those two things had happened for me this weekend, and they brought me joy.
Nice. Because it's like good work.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Good work.
Yeah,
good work where it doesn't really feel like work.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right.
Nah, for me, I think a few things and stuff. I think two of the things stuff is that one homie of mine and stuff from a long time, his birthday was the 12th of August, and another good friend, his birthday was the 13th of August, and back to back, and both of them hit 40, right?
Okay.
And it was so dope, but because it's like, I'm like, now maybe because I hit 40 earlier in the year,
right,
and now like some of my people didn't really turn 40 like right around me. I want to say I might have like 2 before me this year.
Yeah.
To kind of hit 40, and then the rest, everybody's kind of like sonic booming and stuff, whatever.
Right.
So it's kind of good. I'm like, welcome to the 4040 Club. I am your host, Bootleg Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And then and so we're just kind of getting to that vibe and stuff, and just seeing everybody kind of like mature and make peace with it. Cause some well and some don't. Like I say, one friend, his punk ass, shout out to Bo, he said he turned 40 allegedly, right?
Right.
But he's actually turned 30 for the 11th time. I said, denial's a river in Africa,
it is.
and alligators do bite.
It is. It runs deep, man. It runs deep.
So the Crocs of the Nile will go get your punk ass and stuff, whatever, and in due time and stuff, whatever. Then like my other homie and stuff like that, he was on his shit and stuff, whatever. He's like, nah. And I was like, oh, just say bones cracked, dog. You're not as limber as it used to be and stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then with him, he said he kind of had like a wake up call, but like he just letting everything and stuff whatever rock. Cause he told me, he's like, he actually did try to dye the beard and stuff, whatever.
He tried it.
He tried it.
Beijing in the house.
You're fucked up. Yeah. He tried something. He's out of it just for men or whatever. But he said when he tried it, he's like, it just felt too fake.
Yeah.
And he's like, he ain't looking for no approval. And I said, dog, when you come to not seeking no approval or caring what people think,
that's it.
I'm like, you save so much money. Peace of mind
That's
ain't
it.
cheap. And I'm like, I promise you, like, put that money to other things. I told him stuff like, let's do a boxer just for men.
Right.
Let's round it off to like $12 and stuff, whatever. You're doing this every how many few weeks? So we'll say 2 boxes a month.
Yeah.
Now we multiplied this bitch by how many months in a year and stuff like that, whatever. I'm like, how long you gonna do this for and stuff, whatever,
How
right?
long you gonna do?
He's like, yo,
and it's
that's a lot of
one
money.
of those things. Is once you start the facade,
You gotta keep
you
it
gotta
up.
keep it up. You gotta keep it up.
up.
You got to.
That sounds tiresome.
That does sound tiresome.
I use energy for other shit, man. What the hell is wrong with these people?
Does sound tiresome.
So like, yeah, that was one hicker. But like it was a vibe though. It was all good. It was just like I said, that was one of the other things and stuff, whatever. And then like yeah, just seeing people and stuff I haven't seen and stuff like in a minute, kind of like around like that second friend.
Nice.
Because it's kind of like, you know, like some friendships and stuff, whatever. It's kind of like you and somebody might be super cool, but that person might be super cool with other people and stuff.
Right.
And it's kind of like you never really alley-ooped other things, but it kind of did because some of his best friends and stuff that I'm so used to seeing, I normally see them with him.
Right.
And then till like one day I went somewhere else and stuff, I saw one of his other best friends and stuff elsewhere. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And like we were vibing and stuff at this spot and everything like that, whatever and everything. And we even sent him a photo and stuff. We're like, you know, wish your bitch ass was here instead of working, whatever, right?
Right.
But it was dope to kind of just see everybody and stuff whatever, much as go out there on God's back for him and stuff whatever. I'm like,
yeah,
you're loved. You're loved.
Yeah,
For the turnout he had, whatever, you're loved. I think that anybody having birthdays and stuff, whatever, past the age of, I want to say, to be honest, 35, if you have more than 10 people, you are blessed.
Yeah.
You are blessed, right? For myself, I had more than 10. I know I'm extremely blessed. You're extremely blessed. Even past 40, at 50,
Yeah.
you're extremely blessed and stuff, whatever. So I look at it stuff as like, not too many people can say that.
Nah, not too many people can say that.
And this is what we need to not take for granted.
For sure.
And just more appreciate and kind of water that love.
For sure. I mean, and you know, and just thinking about it, just, you know, we were talking about, you know, off the air about like going certain distances for your friend. Shout out to Bree. Bree's keeping something next weekend, and he's out in St. Catharines.
Okay.
Right? And it so happened the day that he's having it is the same day of the big reggae concert with Bounty Killer, Baby Shan, and thing, right? So he had hit me up because he had planned this before any word of this concert happening.
Yeah.
So he had hit me up and he was asking me, like, he's like, yo, are you going to the show? I said, you canceling your get together? And he goes, well, he had hit up a few people because he knows the big shows in town and you know, people might want to go. I said, bro, as long as you're keeping your shit, I was planning on going to your spot, and I don't care who's in town.
True.
It ain't changing it for me.
No, true, but like, give yourself credit for that. You're a solid dude.
Yeah.
Right? And I feel like a lot of solid people and stuff would do the same thing that you would do, right?
Right.
But there's another like wave, and I want to say I see so much of it on like social media aspect and stuff, whatever. Like people take pride on canceling on people.
Yeah.
Like they'll make memes of this shit with like, you know, like I'm supposed to be going out, whatever, but I'm in my bed or I have other places that I want to go besides that place and stuff, whatever. And I'm looking like, if you gave me a solid heads up like in advance,
right,
and be like, yo, like, you know, I'm not telling you to pick one. I'm not giving you an ultimatum, but I just want to know if like I have less heads and stuff, whatever.
Yeah,
that I do and do.
And then that's
be
what
like,
he was trying to figure out.
Because I know a chick, whatever. She did a thing for her 30th and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
She's like, she booked for like 30 people. Only 12 people showed.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
And everybody was saying, yeah, they for it and stuff, whatever, right? And then the people that didn't show, how could you still look at them and call them solid?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
You got people.
Yeah, no. He showed up for me. He's one of the people that came to my 50th. So I was like, nah, 100%. It's like, yo, me and wife is gonna come for sure. And listen, man, I can listen to Bounty. I can listen to Beanie. I mean, no, Beanie Man must be coming in town, but I can listen to those who are coming on the show anytime. Of course, I may never get to see them in concert. after this, who knows? Like
Mm.
God, God willing, maybe they'll come back around.
Yeah, R.I.P. Ozzy, man.
But-
right.
But now you are my friend from like high school, and it's like you're saying, not many of those are still around. So I'm gonna come and kick it with you. We're gonna reminisce about old times. We're gonna create new memories,
Mhm.
and it's gonna be a blast.
That's dope. So yeah, count your blessings, man. Like I'm not. Like I said, I think if I consider you part of my tribe,
Yeah.
I have no problem coming. Like if you need me to show up and stuff, whatever, and it's within my power, then
Yeah.
I'll do my best and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's not even to win brownie points and stuff, for to anywhere and stuff. This is just who I am and stuff, whatever. Like before, I guess having a conversation on a podcast,
Right.
then even after that, whatever. 'Cause I look at it stuff as like, nah, man. Like, yo, people just like you just might need somebody to show up in your world.
Yeah.
And like, especially if you're doing something and stuff, whatever. And if it's within the powers and stuff and the capability, then yeah. If it's not, I
Shit.
let you know now.
Yeah.
Off rip. Like if you're like, hey, I wonder if they're like, no bueno, I got some shit to do and stuff. Whatever.
Right,
But good
right,
luck
right.
with that.
Right.
You can't say I never kept you waiting on a whim until maybe an hour and start, ooh, my stomach hurts. I can't make it when I had no fucking intentions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's cold-blooded and stuff for them out here. So, hand clap for the solid ones in your world.
Yeah.
Everybody should. Let's cook on the polls, man.
All right, let's do it.
Cook on the polls. So first poll of the week was, who are better liars? And the choices were men and women. And what do you have?
I have women.
I have women too.
Mhm.
And women won on the poll on 93%.
Everybody had women.
Even women had women.
Uh,
Women had women. Who the hell picked men? I was
that's-
like,
who was the
Who
7%?
hurts you?
Who was the 7%?
who hurts you? Who hurts you, 7%ers? Let me say this. I think for me, all men are dogs. All men are dogs and all women are cats.
I was before you even said that, I was gonna say we're going back to what you said last week.
Yo, no, all men are dogs and women are cats that are feline. They know how to cover up their shit. And I look at stuff as like, if your woman probably like, was doing some shit behind your back or something like that, whatever.
Right.
And you're like, yo, you were missing for some time. And she told you, I was here. You don't believe what happened to me. This hadn't happened and this, that, and the third, and all that type of stuff. You're looking like, yo, she done gave you a whole bunch of shit. You don't know if it's fact or fiction. You don't know if it's fact or fiction, but she's probably like, to cover her trails. Like Uno reverse.
And the funny thing is she'll throw a little facts in it.
Fun fact.
She'll throw a little facts in there. So he'd be like, yeah, that's right. But the fiction, now you got a second key in that. You're trying to second guess it. If
Right.
Okay, nah,
Because
she was here, and yeah.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
but like for men, the dog aspect of stuff is that like, yo, dogs shit anywhere they see it. Cats cover up they shit.
Anywhere.
Cats have a small ass litter box, whatever, and they will swipe and step and cover up their shit. A dog have a big ass field, just go right there, let everybody know deuces was dropped right there. So I look at stuff as like women, they have this way with words, and we're talking about like biologically speaking, women are better with words than men.
Yeah.
Right? That's the reason why some don't like how some of us have podcasts and we talk about them at times. But let's go. All right. Next poll was, is beauty biological or cultural?
Yeah, I seen that one. So I went with biological.
I went with cultural.
You went with cultural.
And it actually, like how we have a 50-50 split, the polls were 50-50 split.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is fun.
Yeah.
Talk about why you say biological now. I know some reasons, but just I want to hear yours to kind of confirm to the people listening.
Yeah, because, and I say this from my point of view, I've managed to see beautiful people of all different cultures.
Okay.
And
But if we're talking biological, right?
Yeah.
Let's say, I don't want to put it on twins, but I want to say like twins or people of like kind of like the same descendant trail.
Right.
They might have like a kind of a compound look.
Right.
So let's say like beauty might be in eyes, and this family might be hereditary with eyes.
Yeah.
Beauty might be within like a family of like let's say their skin type
Right.
or something like that, whatever, right? Biology,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? What if they didn't have that aspect and stuff like that, whatever, of the genetic trait and stuff? Would you still consider them beautiful?
You know what? I think that the only time I would probably not find somebody beautiful or attractive if the symmetry is not there. And I think I think symmetry dictates a lot when it comes to beauty, and that's one of the main traits of being a biological being.
Okay, so let's talk now, whatever, right? So are we saying more symmetrical, the more beautiful?
Yeah.
AI. Shit looks fucking amazing because the symmetry.
Yes.
Now, whatever, right?
Yes.
You're locking the AI with those beauty standards and stuff then.
And that's the you see, and this is where for me, I can detect AI because I always say the one thing with AI is that, and it may be different now, but when it first started off, is
that shit will change. You see Will Smith eating spaghetti different ways now.
Bruh. But the one thing, AI was too perfect. And we know your standard human being will have some sort of imperfection to it. Right? So you like AI will post a picture and like these couple rows on here would look exactly like these couple rows on this side, like 100%. You know that's not humanly possible. So you see these things, and it's a pleasing and it's a pleasing as AI tries to make it look. You know that it's not natural. So to come as close as possibly you can to symmetry, I think is what is what brings in beauty, right? Like you see
now. I'm cutting you off, whatever, because I want to realize the stuff now. Bring it back to the real world now, whatever, right?
Right.
Where like you're not looking at a screen, you're actually looking at the person and stuff, whatever, right?
Yes.
If beauty is like within the symmetry and stuff like that, whatever, do you know beautiful people without the symmetry?
You probably now we talking looks wise, or we talking personality wise?
Looks.
So without because you could be beautiful on the inside. That's what I'm saying.
Symmetrically.
Well, that's what I'm saying. How we bringing it? Because from when the symmetry is missing, then there's something that is not as pleasing to you, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like
I can date a woman with one titty bigger than another.
But how often do you how often are you looking at that one? Because you can, right? But it's the first thing that you're gonna notice is that one titty's bigger than the other.
I look at it stuff as like,
and I've dated a girl with one titty bigger than the other.
And how does that relationship work out?
But I did not know that one titty was bigger than the other till
she pointed out to you.
Until she pointed it out.
Yeah. But I look at this stuff as like, now she pointed it out to you and stuff. You're not saying like, yeah, I'm looking for a beauty queen with even titties or titties more even and stuff, whatever, right? Because you don't have the symmetry going on, whatever. I look at this stuff as like, yo, I think there's beauty within the imperfections and stuff, whatever.
All right, let me ask you this. Could you date a girl who has one eye like Uncle Ruckus and the other eye
like Forrest Whitaker? like Lady Forrest Whitaker? Shout out to Forrest. I'm not hating this. Indica Sativa, I've heard the jokes. You've probably seen the memes. But I look at this stuff as like, if it works for her look.
If it works with her. So if she can.
You ever seen what's that shit called? Back in there, I'm showing my age. Captain Planet.
Captain Planet.
They had that one lady, her name was Dr. Blight. Dr. Blight looking like this bitch, right?
Right.
Dr. Blight is looking like this.
Right.
And like when you see this flip up, Dr. Blight looked like a whole different type of monster underneath here, whatever, right? Not saying the Uncle Ruckus or Lady Forrest Whitaker and stuff has something like that, whatever. I look at it, stuff is like, if she know this is the small eye and she does one of these hairdos,
right? But okay, but then that also goes back to
culture, because he's dressing for her style.
It also goes back to, remember the time we had the conversation is, if you could you date an ugly person? We're saying, yeah, we can, because we're not also basing it on the looks.
Yeah.
Right? She may
Beauty
have other
within.
things that makes up for it. Again, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, yes, the beauty is there, but if the symmetry is lost, okay, there's something that's gonna make up for it. Now you're saying now it could be the culture. You're saying the same lady character you're talking about, when she cover, you know what I mean?
Because
like
the
mysterious now.
hairstyles and stuff
Right,
like that.
right.
Like and not even being any kind of racist or something like that, whatever. But like, let's say culturally speaking and stuff, whatever, there might be like more of a Mary J. Blige type of wig game
Yeah.
out there that like more would fit more of a black kind of look, right?
Right.
To a Caucasian woman, there might be like a hyped up kind of Karen that she might drive a Nissan Altima,
Yeah.
whatever, right?
She got a pixie cut.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
The little short.
Yeah.
She got a pixie cut.
That flip, whatever. She has that little flip, whatever. It looked like, was it the New York medium, the psychic lady? She's looking like, like you could be Mary J. Blige, the white version and stuff, whatever, right? But I look at it as where the look aspect and stuff, whatever, like overall, her biology of this person or this woman,
yeah,
I can work with it.
Okay.
I can work with it and stuff for her because I'm like, maybe I'm so optimistic.
Yeah.
I kind of look for like the best in a person.
Yeah.
Like I look at stuff, I even look at some chicks and stuff, whatever, and like I'm not aiming at no woman or whatever, but I look at like some women and stuff out there that I've seen looking like you might see them, they have a pretty face, they have nice tits, and then or breast. Let's just keep it professional. They have nice breasts, and then they don't got no ass. Right? And I'm looking at stuff as like, you're kind of looking for like face, breast, butt, but you got 2 out of 3, whatever. I'm 2 out of 3. I'm dark. I'm handsome. I'm missing the tall part.
Right.
Fuck it. Let's roll.
Let's roll.
We can make this work. Whatever. Then like, and once I find out about like their inner personality, their mindset, and all those type of things, these are what keep me or defer me away from a woman.
Makes up, right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
After that, whatever. See, I said culturally, right? Because I looked at it stuff as, again, going back to like the looks. Like I look at it stuff as where, let's use baby hairs for an example.
Okay.
Right? I don't really recall. Now I know why some women will come after.
That's what I'm about to say. Be careful, Marv. Be careful.
Yeah, because you don't have things to come after you even at a later date.
Be careful.
I mean this with no malice. I don't recall too many people outside the black race talking about baby hairs as much.
Right.
Back in the day, especially when we were younger.
Yeah.
Right? Now you have an influx of even, let's say, straight Caucasian Latino hairs, people having baby hairs and stuff like that, whatever, right?
Right.
And I'm looking at them like, if we asked y'all back in the day, just throw it in a ponytail, whatever, ain't no baby hairs.
Ain't no baby hairs.
Ain't no baby hairs.
No baby hairs at all.
But now you're seeing, some Asian, some white chicks, some Latina chicks out here and stuff with baby hairs and stuff, whatever, right? So I'm like, I feel like that's a cultural beauty standard now.
Yeah.
And I think if, let's say...
if we want to go there, we can even say the enlargement of breasts and butts. Because some biological traits do not dictate that. But because it's become a standard, we see those same type of ethnicities go out and get that to look. Yeah.
Bingo.
So I can see it.
Because I remember I saw some things and stuff like on YouTube and stuff somewhere one time where like they were talking about women with beauty standards, and it was an Asian chick.
Right.
And she specifically said she went out to get a BBL because she's like, yo, most Asian women that she knows and in her family, they do not have ass.
Right.
They do not have ass and stuff, and they're not as thick as that and all the above, whatever. And she's like, she's not really garnering the attention and stuff of like, let's say Asian men to speak.
Yeah.
But she said that in today's times, most men find like a curvier shaped woman more appealing.
Right.
So she did something beyond her biology.
Yeah.
Because it's more culturally accepted and stuff like that. And that's like another reason and stuff, whatever, too. Right.
Right.
So I look at it stuff like from the BBLs and stuff like that. Hell, they're called Brazilian butt lifts.
Yes.
Right? some people and stuff, whatever, don't even have like a trace of Portuguese and stuff. Can't even speak Portuguese, but they got a BBL going on for them, right? So like, again, it's a cultural kind of thing and stuff for beauty and stuff. So that's why I'm like, I see your side.
Yeah. And I see your side.
Yeah, and I look at it stuff like, so I can see the split, whatever. But for me, on a whole, whatever, like, I don't mind a biology.
Yeah.
But I look at the stuff as like, I always try to find beauty within imperfections.
Okay.
Shout out to Drake. And even like, people might be like, well, shout out to Drake, but it's like, working with negatives can make for better pictures. I don't know if he wrote that bar, but
that's a bar.
I love that bar when I heard it. So I look at it stuff as like, yo, you don't have to be perfect to come to me.
Right.
I'm good and stuff. I'll take you for as you are and stuff like that, whatever. But I need to know, like, personality, mannerisms, character, and mindset. Yeah. Mindset is everything for me.
Yeah.
So that's for that. No. Okay. Let's
no. I mean, it's far in between that we get the 50-50 splits. So
I love it. I kind of like, to be honest, I like it we don't agree. Because I like to hear why.
Yeah.
I like to hear why. Like, because I want to say, like, I think you and I need like a separation or a break. And I'll tell you this. I went to go send you something on the gram.
Right.
And I look for you and, bitch, you and I, we're in too many group chats and do things and stuff with other people together. I see this person, I'm like, no, I don't want them to see it. Because I was like, if I wanted them to see it, I'd be like, fuck it, I'll send it there.
Yeah.
I legit had to search your name and then be like, just you by yourself is getting this damn
I think I've done
message.
that. I think I've done that a few times with you.
Because I was looking like, yo, I even looked at my Smooth, I need a breakup, dog. I was like, yeah, I see you like once a week and shit like that, whatever.
Right.
But I'm looking like, no. I was like, shout out to Holly, you and Holly,
yeah.
Black Rain,
yeah.
Then we had another thing and stuff like that. Then we over here with Shouty, shout out to Shout. I was like,
it's so funny because even a few stuff, I'm like, oh shit, Marv would like this. Let me go send, and I already see you in there liking. I was like, well, I don't need to send it to him. Yeah. He's there already. He's seen it. He's seen it. He's seen it.
I like it a lot. All right, so let me, before we cook on certain things and stuff, not too many things I really want to cook on and stuff there, but let me try to clear my name real quick.
Clear it up.
All right, so let me, let me kick up the bucket for a little bit, whatever, so you can see the face. Jeez. I come in peace, ladies, especially the feminists, especially the ones that like had a lot to say about what I said and stuff, whatever. I'm just seeing the way of the world.
Right.
However, they created the landscape and stuff and everything like that, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just agreeing to, like, I'm a former gamer. I'm a gamer. I'm still a gamer. I still game. I look at it stuff as like, whatever the rules of the game are, I'm just going to play by those rules.
Right.
Until you guys decide to change the rules again. So before they change the rules, like I said, and I stand by what I said and stuff, whatever. Because of feminism now and the sexual revolution,
yeah,
men don't have to commit to women in order to get sex.
No, they don't.
and I had people coming at me looking like, yeah, but you can't say that. But I'm like, but why? It's right there. It's written.
Yeah,
I'm confused. Because I have penis, then that means they're sexist.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have a problem that, like, I'm supporting feminism, but you guys are sexist.
We can't win them all, Marv.
No.
We can't win them all.
Like, I was looking at stuff as like, I said, and I asked the person and stuff, because I had one, I'll give you an example of a conversation I had.
Okay.
So one woman and stuff, whatever, said to me, she's like, yo, saw the question on the podcast stuff, whatever, didn't participate in the poll, because I'm like, this is some shit you would say.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure there's like 2 people running the shots, calling most of the shots for this show.
Yeah.
Behind the people behind the scenes, something like that.
We would say.
So I was looking like, okay, whatever. So then she's like, she then now says and stuff, whatever. She's like, yeah, but I think men have feminism wrong. So I said, well, I'm a man, and I thought it was the equality of the sexes.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah. So I was like, I'm for that.
Right.
So I said, what part in that question did you take it and stuff? Because I'm like, I said, has feminism make things easier for men? I'm like, I'm a man, and I'm saying yes.
Yes.
She's like, that's the problem. So I was like, I don't think I'm the problem here. I don't believe I'm the problem. So I was like, look at the stay-at-home dad aspect that I mentioned and stuff, whatever, too, right?
Right.
And then she takes a deep breath and then she walks away.
Okay.
Right. So I was
She's
looking
gathering back her strength to come back.
yeah. She's like, you're unbelievable. Oh, and she walked. And I'm looking like, what did I say to offend you? This is just what the way of the world is and stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah.
She's like, no woman and stuff is like saying that, whatever. So I said, let me pull up a video where Candace Owen is talking to a young woman,
right,
and explaining about what if we want the goods from a man,
right,
whatever, and we don't want to have to commit to them and stuff like that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
She's like, she's a whore. I'm like, you called another woman a whore?
That was that slut shaming?
That's slut shaming.
Slut shaming? Uh-oh.
I'm like, I thought you were a girl boss, girl positive, and stuff like that. And you're saying that, and she's like, fuck them hoes. And I was like, wow. And she walked down the hall. She walked down the hall.
Belligerent.
So yeah, she got real belligerent and stuff like that, whatever. So my question and stuff to the other women and stuff, for the other people out there and stuff who are feminists is being a traditional wife anti-feminist?
Ooh.
Because and I'll ask you that and stuff, whatever too, because I look at it and stuff as where some women, if it's like the equality of both sexes and everybody's getting the choice.
Right.
Right? Everybody, like they're saying,
bingo, the choice.
Everybody's getting the choice. Men are getting a choice to stay home and stuff with their kids and everything like that now, and they did probably before. And now women are getting a choice to do whatever they see fit.
Yeah.
And everything. And I'm for that.
I'm for that too.
If a woman says, I want my man to pay the bills and I hold down the house, I'm in the kitchen, I'm cleaning the house, I'm doing all the above.
Yeah.
It's her choice. What part of that, like for you to hate on a woman that makes a choice like that, I feel like that's anti-feminist.
I think
because
so
you're
too.
trying to remove her choice.
I think so too. And that's why I said that's why I raised my finger and said bingo.
Yeah.
It's the choice. It's like if you cannot say that she's now anti-feminist because she has that choice
Right.
of staying home.
Right.
She also has the choice, which she didn't have before, to go out and make and earn a living for herself and not stay home. Dating the choice does not mean that there's a choice has got to be removed.
No. But I think the thing is stuff is that I think everything has, like, I want to say that how everybody has choices.
Yeah.
Certain things and stuff, whatever, might not lean heavy for like across the board. Like, let's say if you want to say, let's make everybody in the world rich.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Okay, how rich are we talking? So if we're now setting the rich line be 100K and stuff, whatever, let's get everybody 100K. Where are you getting this money from? We have to look at those back ends and stuff for shit to kind of make sense.
Yeah.
Right? So I look at stuff as like, all right, you're now creating these rules and stuff but you're not looking about the back ends of these things where you're looking like, oh, it didn't cover that aspect. And now you're upset that you want to make sure everything covers on this side.
See, I think the devil's in the details, Marv, and it's the question that you posed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because for the longest time, it was looked at as men had shit easy, right? So for you to say feminism makes men's life even easier, they don't like that. They don't like that, Marv.
It went from easy to easier.
Easy to easier is not what they were looking for feminism to do. It's not what they were looking for feminism
Maybe
to
they
do.
should go back to the drawing board. These are the rules they made. I'm just playing the game as men.
Catch more heat for this one.
Yeah.
Catch more heat. Catch more heat this
I
week.
try to be a saint today. I came decent. I said we're all white, like Gabriel.
Man. Oh man.
I don't know. I just feel like, all right, this is my opinion and stuff, whatever, right? Because another woman hit me on a DM,
right,
and was saying like, "Yo, it's so hard to find somebody or stuff, or like a man,
yeah,
whatever." Because she's referring to a man and stuff, whatever, like to make a move on her or to like approach her and stuff after like this feminism, like these multiple feminism waves and stuff like that, whatever, right?
Yes.
So I said, you as women who have these rules now, whatever, where it's supposed to be top favor or top heavy for you guys and stuff, whatever, have to use your power you've now gained
Right.
to now operate in a man's space in the same way.
Yeah.
So if back in the day, men used to approach you and stuff like that, you as a woman, because you have the power to do whatever you want to do in 2025, no one can tell you what to do, and we're equal,
Yeah.
you should approach men.
Yeah.
You see a man attractive and stuff, you find him and stuff, whatever, and she's like, no, I want to approach a woman and stuff. I want to approach, as a woman, I want to approach a man and stuff, whatever, and everything. I just be single and stuff. I'm like, but you're lonely. You're lonely. So I look at it stuff as like, the power is yours.
You've been empowered.
You've been empowered.
Yeah. You've been empowered so much so that men won't find it out of place if you approach them.
I told her and stuff, I'm like, yo, I don't know if the Me Too movement is still dead or alive or anything and stuff, whatever. I don't know. Like, this is straight ignorance.
Right.
But I look at it stuff as like, since then, I want to say like, yo, you even warned me one day. I think I was talking at work and everything. You're like, yo, don't catch Me Too. Yo,
don't catch no Me Too.
Don't catch no Me Too. We got money to make.
Don't catch no Me Too's, man.
We got money to make. And I look at it stuff as like, I don't even know the landscape and stuff to even say certain type of things, whatever, to like women at a workplace.
So I was pointing that out in a post, right? There was a post, I can't remember who did it, but they were saying, so female officers, and you gotta be careful when you use the term female nowadays, right?
Undercover for the cap calling?
Yes.
Yes, let's go.
Right. So they're now jogging in the parks
as cops. They're police officers. Posing as regular women.
And arresting men for catcalling. Now, I jumped in and said, this is why
women
I don't compliment women I don't know. Because I don't know how that person is going to take that compliment. Right? It could be as simple as me saying, oh my gosh, you look so beautiful.
Right.
Not even looking anything, following up from that.
Yeah.
Depending on how she feels, that comment could be harassing to her.
Of course. Confirm.
So now, me just putting out a compliment, not catcalling, could land me in trouble.
Once again, these are the rules that are set. So you're playing within the parameters of the rules.
Yeah,
like,
now we have to play within these rules.
You don't want to lose.
No.
You want to go home to your woman, you and your family, and mind your business.
Yeah.
So you're looking like, you know what? You're not going to say anything. And then same person will go home and stuff, whatever. I don't know what's wrong with men. No. I got it. The explanation would be, men treat me like I'm invisible because
Marv,
I got dressed and no one said anything to
Marv,
me.
I got something for you, Marv. Marv, yesterday, we took Willow's my cat. Yesterday we took Willow to go get groomed, right?
Right.
While we're at the place, paying for the grooming that Willow just got, the two young ladies behind the counter, beautiful women, right? And they were there, and there's no denying how beautiful they were, right? My wife goes and says, oh my gosh, you guys are so beautiful, right?
Right.
Oh my gosh, you're so nice. And I'm standing there sitting to myself saying, hot damn, I could have never said that.
Creep, pervert, incel.
And it got the same response. Because they're probably looking at me like, the hell you want?
Pervert.
You right? And I just stood there.
Especially if they're young.
I just stood there and smiled.
Yeah, it's not.
I just nodded in my head in agreements with my wife.
You know what it is? And for me now, it's because I compliment whatever, right? Like, even I think shout out to Paul Wall said it, like, I'm sweeter than mint. Like, I got away with compliments, right? And that's how I normally am.
Yeah.
Now, if I see somebody, like even a young woman or young girl or something like that, whatever, and I see all of that and stuff, whatever, I look at it stuff as where I tread the waters so clear, like lightly,
yeah,
where I feel like somebody closer to like my age,
right,
would take it less as a problematic statement or a compliment,
yeah,
compared to somebody younger,
yeah,
whatever, right? younger, if I'm asked directly,
Right.
I will throw my input. If I'm not asked directly and stuff, whatever,
That's it.
mouth
Yeah,
is shut.
Yeah.
My mouth is shut because I look at it as if a woman's similar, closer to my age and stuff like that, I'm like, I look like, yo, I'm like, I like your outfit. It looks kind of well, like, okay.
Right.
I went to a restaurant. Y'all gotta cut the check for the name. I went to a restaurant and stuff, whatever, right? Just go pick up some food and stuff, whatever. I wanted like a salad bowl.
Yeah.
And shit. So when I went to go grab the salad bowl and stuff, there was a lady in front of me, like I want to say she could be my age or a bit older.
Okay.
She had these low top Jordans, whatever. They were white and like probably like similar to like that metal color over here.
Right.
So like that like metallic gold looking color.
Right.
And she had striped white and metallic kind of gold colored pants together with like a white top.
Yeah.
So this is her fit, whatever, right?
Right.
I didn't really peep until I looked down at my phone. I'm like, the line's moving a little slow. So I'm looking like this and I see like the Jordans and stuff, the logo in my peripheral. So I'm looking like, oh shit. Then I start taking in her whole fit. I'm like, I'm sorry to bother you and stuff. But I'm like, the kicks and the outfit, fire.
Yeah.
And she's like, yo, she just bought these shoes.
Right.
But she's like, she doesn't know what she's gonna wear with it. And then she's like, in the closet, she saw these pants she already had.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck it. This with a white shirt will make it go and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, that's proper. So I even stuck out my hand for a dap.
Yeah.
Cause like, I don't want her to think I'm trying to pick her up.
Right.
I just want to give her a compliment to let her know, like, you are seen.
Yeah.
And remember, we spoke about it like a few episodes ago about like women over a specific age feel like they're not being seen by men.
Right.
We see you.
We see you.
We see you, but we don't know the landscape.
Yeah.
We don't know how the landscape is as much as to approach. Y'all have the power now.
Listen, man, listen, we feel safer in complimenting men on their kicks than we do
Facts.
feel safe complimenting women.
Yo, I seen one lady and stuff, whatever. She rolled her eyes at me and stuff, whatever, right? And it was a blonde chick, whatever, one day. And she had like this white kind of flowy looking dress, let's say a midi like dress.
Yeah.
And she had like these red pumps and stuff, whatever. Not red pumps, like red heels.
Right.
And they had like this little sparkly gold or something like that. They look like hooker shoes crossed with the Wizard of Oz. If they had a baby, these shoes would be her.
Okay.
So it's like sparkly red, whatever, right? With a white dress.
Yeah.
And it came like there. And she was blonde.
Yeah.
And she had her hair kind of like pinned up. So I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, I like the little Marilyn Monroe, like the 2025 Marilyn Monroe look.
Right.
You got working with and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
She's like, thanks. I don't know how to compliment no more. So I was looking like, yo, I'm not. So when she get that look, I'm like, your shoes are fire.
Right.
The dress is flowing. You don't know who Marilyn Monroe? She's like, I do. But why would you say that? Sorry. Have a marvelous day.
Making a woman say that. Oh, thanks. That's what I was going for.
How did you know? Some people don't already know Marilyn Monroe, but here we are. Thanks, girl. Girl power.
You look good too.
So I guess we're not equal to making, compliments. So
yeah.
Feminism is top heavy on one side, but not another side, whatever, right? But
we can't get it any easier, Marv.
Yeah. Let me ask you, what do you think is the reason behind lonely women? And I say that because we, even on this show, we've made comments about how men are lonely and men don't really speak much, and certain how men are taught to kind of cry in silence and suffer in silence.
Yeah.
And I heard a woman say this stuff with her on somewhere and stuff on the socials where she's like, women are lonely too, like men, but they know how to deal with it better than men. That's the reason why the noise is louder when men say they're lonely compared to women saying they're lonely and stuff like that, whatever. Right? What do you think is the real reason why?
No, it goes back to what you said just a few minutes ago. Far less of us are approaching them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not enough of them are stepping up to the plate and looking for the men who are lonely.
Yeah.
I don't see it any clearer than that.
Some women will argue, and some women will argue, say, they make themselves on dating sites and stuff like that. But I said, that's a fraction of the pie.
Yes.
Like I look at it stuff as where, okay, you're on these dating sites and apps and everything like that, whatever. Okay, cool. Now you have to look at the populace that might be using those apps
Right.
or those websites and stuff like you, who are probably still eligible to your liking,
Right.
right? There's another portion of the pie where I look at it stuff as where, again, like the real world or the outside world, beyond the internet and stuff,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
The approach. Are you doing the approaching, whatever? Because sometimes you might see a woman before the woman might see you,
Mhm.
right? And then uno reverse and
Yeah.
vice versa. So I'm like, if a so-called lonely or single, let's say single woman,
Yeah.
sees me first and everything like that, why not shoot your shot approach and all the above first and stuff, whatever? Because the same way we dealt with rejection and stuff in the past to take the chance,
Right.
why not do the same thing? I thought this is why the whole equality thing was going on, where they're like, oh, we didn't want to equal in that way. I am confused. I thought we wanted feminism. I thought this is where we wanted to go. If you don't want it as equal, then that means you're sexist, no?
Women are from Venus, and
Oh, okay.
we'll just stay on Mars.
Yeah. We'll kick it on Mars and
We'll just
stuff.
stay on Mars.
All right. I'm still for feminism, guys. So
I'm
still for it.
I'm
So
for it.
I want no problems.
I'm
Let's
for it.
let's move on. Let's move on.
Let's move.
Is money everything or the only thing? I ask you that first.
I think it's everything.
It's everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's talk about money or integrity with this Drake lawsuit
Right.
that's still going on.
Yeah.
Right? Money or integrity?
Well,
I think
for me, I'm always going to stand on integrity. But go ahead.
for him. So you
No,
think,
for me, I'm always going to stand on integrity.
no, but what do you weigh in on this Drake situation with this lawsuit with Universal Music?
Keep it a buck.
Is he standing on the money side or the integrity side?
I think
Mm-hmm.
he's standing on the integrity side. Now, hear me out.
Yeah. This is why we're here.
I think we don't see that. We don't see that side. What we're seeing right now, and I've been trying to make this argument for the longest time. Once you reach a certain stature, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're paying high-priced attorneys to fight your battles.
Okay.
A lot of times, you're not privy to the strategies of these high-priced attorneys until they bring you to the table, right?
Right.
Once they bring you to the table, you either say yay
Or nay.
or nay, right?
Correct.
Now, high-priced attorneys, it's not even about the money for them. It's about the win.
Mm-hmm.
They'll look to win at any cost, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they'll come to you with a strategy. And I'm not saying this is how it went, but this is how it could have gone. You're making the argument now that you want to win this battle between Universal. The battle is between you and Universal because you feel like Universal is trying to devalue your art in the market so they can pay you less during the next negotiation, whatever. The argument also could be made that you're trying to get out of the contract for you to go the independent route and make more money. Whatever it is, that would be, for me, the integrity side, right?
Okay.
In order for you to get that, there's certain things that has to be done, right? So the argument is now that Kendrick Lamar has come up with a falsehood. Universal has perpetrated or perpetuated that falsehood through the promoting of the tracks, the buying of bots, whatever it is.
Right.
But they brought it forward, right?
Right.
In order for you to stand on that argument of the falsehoods, you can't make that argument if you're out there saying things that can be considered falsehoods also, right?
But that's a rap battle.
That's a rap battle. That's a rap battle, right?
Right.
But you've taken it out of the realm of the rap battle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying your fight is between Universal, has nothing to do with Kendrick Lamar, right? But still, you're citing his lyrics, right? In order for your lawyers to make sense of this, they've got to now prove that what you've said is not malicious, has no malicious intent. It is actually factual. Because if it's not factual, it's a non-argument what Kendrick said.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rap battle. So now you go to Drake and you say, okay, listen, this is where we're standing, right? You said that this is bullshit, and you're basing Universal's decision to go forward with this bullshit lyrics, but you did the same thing, my guy. So I'm looking to win this case. My strategy now is to prove what you said is actually factual. So I got to go out now and find the dirt to prove that what you said is actually factual.
Right. Now, why I feel like it's a straight money aspect and stuff for there is because there was rap beats way before Drake was a rapper.
Yes.
Right? I haven't heard any one of them taking whosoever and stuff, whatever, to court for like the bot purpose, or even not even payola purpose
Payola.
for back then and stuff,
Yeah.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
I've never heard them come to the light or to the media aspect saying Jay-Z or Nas has taken Jay-Z to court because Jay-Z beat him in a battle.
Right.
Whatever, right?
Right.
Like for me, you win some, you lose some and stuff, whatever, right? But I look at it stuff as now, when you step out of the integrity of the sport, like how they always say, you stepped out in the integrity of the sport with it to bring the lawyers into this over the main song, and then now the extra things stuff about it, whatever.
Right.
It's no longer money because integrity is gone. You've left the integrity space.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like he's doing it for the money, but I feel like in the process, he's screwing over his own integrity because more and more people are now looking at him and stuff as like an ultimate loser.
Right. But and that's what I was saying, right? And the argument I was making is, if you stand to make a certain amount of money, right? A lot of people are a lot of people out there were going to forfeit their integrity.
Confirm.
Yeah.
Confirm.
So that's what I'm saying. No matter how you may think of him for doing this, if he's gonna walk away with a bag, he could probably kill us.
I used to think that.
Yeah.
I used to think that and stuff, whatever, right? Until I want to say integrity aspect where, let's say this, we haven't gotten an OVO fest in a minute.
Right.
For even the people that live in Toronto.
Right.
Right? But we had Kendrick Lamar come through for 2 shows here, and even politicians went to go like ride Kendrick Lamar to the sunset and stuff. You know, Kendrick Lamar is not gay.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? And I want to say in the stratosphere of Drake for the encore and stuff, whatever, from the same Not Like Us purpose and all the above.
Yeah.
Like, there's something where I feel like, hear me.
Yeah.
There's something where the people and stuff, whatever, will look and stuff is like, yo, boss, we don't respect you. We don't feel you.
Yeah.
There was one, I remember I asked that question before. If 100 people was at a party and stuff, whatever, like 100 people going to this party and 85 of them didn't like you and stuff, are you still going? Whatever, right?
Right.
The landscape now is not welcoming like that even more after this lawsuit. So that's what I'm saying. You're chasing, like, for him now, whatever, what form of integrity, say he gets a Billy.
Yeah.
Do you think his integrity and stuff will still be attacked by the people and stuff after this?
Yeah, I think people are finicky, especially nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can agree to that.
Yeah,
People are finicky.
Yeah, because...
But you're saying finicky to the level, like, they're like, fuck him. And when he gets the money, they'll be like, oh, he's not that bad?
Well, I mean, he's... And I've always said this. He's just one hit away. One solid hit away from people being back on the bandwagon again. Like, this is the culture that we live in.
Yeah.
Look at he just did 3 nights in the UK. The shows were
2.5. Because like the last show I heard he cut the time and they start throwing objects at him.
But then after he went and he did other spots in Europe. And and then we're looking at the charts. He's still rocking on charts.
So you're saying the integrity and stuff will still be intact and stuff after.
I'm saying people are finicky. So you're looking at it.
Gotcha.
You're looking at it from the point of, I can now say, yeah, go ahead and hate me because I see this big bag in front of my face. The lawyers, lawyers are talking a smooth game out of him. Drake, don't worry.
Your win is my win.
Yeah, your win is my win. You're 1 hit away. They'll hate you now, but they'll love you again. This is how the lawyers are pitching it, right? So they're saying, yo, this is our strategy to win.
Mm-hmm.
Drake is going to say, and Drake's going to say, okay, fuck it. Go ahead and do what you got to do. It just sucks because regular people can't operate like that. And for regular people, your integrity is just gonna be trash.
Yeah, like you get the win some lose some aspect, right?
Yes.
Like I feel like there has to be. I was looking at it stuff like there should be a level of where self-awareness kind of kicks in to look at stuff as like, all right, not everybody is gonna have the ability to control your emotions.
No.
Right?
Right.
Not everybody's gonna have the ability to control how you feel.
Right.
And you still gotta have like the respect for at least some kind of folk for the level of saying, like, all right, if I'm Drake, I lost the battle.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Call it a day and all the above, right? And then I gotta look at stuff as where I shouldn't be in my feels and stuff for that because I have to look at like what did I do better and stuff. Okay, I wasn't a better lyricist compared to this dude, whatever, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm not a better lyricist and stuff. Maybe I need to step my pen game up.
Right.
Whatever, right? Or do I care to step my pen game up? If I don't care to step my pen game up and stuff, whatever, you still gotta bow out gracefully because it's kind of like you're in a boxing match and stuff between this person. This person is getting you with some left-right combos and shit like that, whatever. I'm just saying, walk out and just know for a fact that like, yo, your day will come again.
And this is why I think it's more of a money play than anything else. Because I don't think there's any denying in anybody's mind, not even Drake's mind, that he lost this battle.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
No, he's saying he lost because the bots.
No, but this is what I'm saying. I'm saying is he making that argument because he really believes that the bots made him lose, or is he making this argument because he wants to get out of this contract, or he wants to now have a more play in negotiations when it comes to the newer contract?
Yeah, because you don't get what you deserve, you get what you negotiate. So using this as a negotiation tool or bargaining chip and stuff, it'd be like, this is the reason why you guys aren't for me, so I should take my talents to South Beach or elsewhere and stuff like that.
Right. So, and that's why I see, like, because there's no denying he lost the battle, right? There's no denying he lost the battle against Pusha.
And then they even brought that back up recently and stuff within the past week about, I guess the law team was saying stuff about the story of AngelHernades, trying to use that and stuff as a thing. But I'm like, that wasn't on a platform. Like, if it made a platform, it wasn't a registered song.
Right.
It was a mixtape thing.
Right.
And so it was just there and stuff for this. I'm like, who are you gonna put that on? Because like I said, you can't put that on a label or a company and stuff, whatever now. But he brought that up and stuff, or his law team brought that up to use an example towards this Not Like Us thing earlier this week.
Let me ask you this. Do you think did you think the battle hurt between him and Meek Mill hurt Meek Mill? And did Meek Mill, you think Meek Mill ever got back to the status he was before the battle?
Hell no.
No.
Hell no. I haven't heard anybody break their neck and say like, yo, that Meek album is fire. I want to say when him and Drake, is it Going Bad? I think that's a track like from the Champion album.
Yeah.
When him and Drake kind of like quell their feud ultimately from working together and stuff again,
Right.
I want to say I haven't heard anything after that for anybody breaking their neck for nothing.
Yeah.
For Meek and stuff to that level. And go and get your bag, Meek. Like, I look at it stuff like, I'm not mad at stuff at Meek, but you have to realize and stuff like integrity is on the table,
Yes.
right? Especially like in a competitive sport like hip hop,
Yes.
right? So it's kind of like, this person is better than you and stuff like that. So we're not going to waste the time and stuff like that. But then if the person that beats you is looked at as like hip hop's punching bag,
Right. Right.
how is hip hop viewing you?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, like Drake, they're saying one hand and stuff, but basically like the hands of hip hop is saying Drake ain't shit, but he beat me.
Yeah. I think, to me, what has a lot of people, a lot of people like reading certain parts of this wrong, and especially the older heads, is that it's moved far from the art form itself and more into a business realm.
Do you okay? With that being said, the art aspect and stuff, right? And the art and the skill level,
Yeah.
that never been to me. I look at it as where it's never been the same from when hip hop went mainstream.
I can agree with that.
Because I always feel like there's certain people and stuff I know, like personally on a personal level,
Yeah.
can bar better than most of these other rappers. But again, like the payolas, the machine behind them, so to speak, and stuff, whatever,
Yeah.
will push their shit a lot more than people and stuff be like, yo, I got barrage. Like me, I love a freestyle, right? So I look at it stuff as like, we know how the original song can go.
Right.
And for somebody to jump on it and stuff, whatever, as like an instrumental and flame it,
Yeah.
better than like the original song, chef's kiss. Right. And this is why I have a love for a person like Jadakiss and stuff for that. But I know for a fact that when they came to something like shit, Jay-Z can put out like something poppy as It's a Hard Knock Life.
Yeah.
They eating that shit up.
It's before you even said that, I was gonna even say, well, look at Jay, right? We know some of his biggest tracks are not his most lyrical tracks by far. And
money.
He understands the game. So he knows that, okay.
The skill sold and truth be told, I probably be lyrically Talib Kweli. Truthfully, I want to rhyme like common sense, but I did 5 mil, so I ain't been rhyming like common sense. He said it.
He said it.
Jay said it himself.
He said it. See, you understand? So we know even from them, we knew. It was pointing to a direction where the business is going to overshadow the integrity of the music.
And that's why they don't respect Jay like that. Because they look at it stuff as like, no, Jay, y'all think Jay's lines and stuff is hyped and everything. But I'm looking like, if we were children of the machine and they've been giving us Jay, and you've been holding back from like people who you say are better than Jay and stuff like that, because the machine's not pushing those people and stuff.
Right.
What do you want from us?
What do you want? What do you want?
What do you want from us? Now we know, or now we get a chance to at least take in this person now in a different landscape, because now the internet and the world is at a different pace now. We're looking like, oh shit, yeah. We can say fuck the business and stuff, whatever, if we don't want to go the business route, but it's still gonna come back to it because they're not making money on their integrity. They're making money for the business.
They're making money for the business. Shout out to you know who I've been listening to lately, because he just he's about to put out a new album, and this is, I don't know if he's put out anything within the past few years, but this is definitely a long time coming. Kwame.
No, Kwame who?
See, and this is what I'm telling you. Kwame is from like my time growing up.
Where in particular?
I would want to say,
was he attached to like a group?
Nah, he's just always been a solo artist.
Okay,
and I want to say,
heard of dude.
I want to say maybe mid to late 80s. And I think the last reference was Biggie when he dissed him and said, you played out like Kwame and those fucking polka dots. Kwame was the polka dot rapper. Now, the last
R.I.P. Big. All right, go ahead.
Now, the last time that, now I follow Kwame on on IG.
Okay.
And he does more of like toy reviews and stuff like that, right? So he's very nostalgic. He's like, you know what I mean, grew up in the 80s cartoons, the 80s toys and stuff like that. Like he does a lot of that stuff on this thing, but he's been behind the scenes, he's been doing a lot of producing for different artists and so forth like that. And his pen game, he's like, his title back then when he came out was The Boy Genius.
Okay.
When we're done the pod, I'm gonna play the 2 recent tracks that he just dropped.
Okay.
And I'm like, yo, as good as he is, it's never going to, it's not going back to that. So it's just, he's only doing it for the people who enjoy it. Just like we find these hidden gem artists, these hidden gem rappers. We know they're not going to be mainstream. So we gotta search for them. We gotta look for them. And we look for them because we know what we like, right?
My question and stuff is like, let's say for example, and I would use them as a reference, would be Coast Contra.
Yeah.
So like Coast Contra and stuff, whatever. I feel like lyrically and stuff, whatever, they can flame a lot of MCs and stuff, whatever, that's even out in today's current rap scape.
Yeah.
Right? Now, how do we as a fan help fuel the business side of Coast Contra besides if concerts? Let's say they don't do a show in my town.
Right.
Right? How do we help them get the business or let's say the money or make money when we barely see their shit, but we want to help support their cause? Do we really have to subscribe to everybody's Patreon now?
It's going to be like that because either that or repost whatever they post to get the message out there. It's like it now has to become like the community's effort.
Okay, I like that.
It now has to become the community's effort.
I like that. I have a homie who does comedy and stuff, whatever, in Cleveland, right?
Right.
I don't know if you've seen in my story, but I had a gas station about to pick up some stuff like, you know, for himself.
Yeah.
He saw a crackhead.
Right.
And she had a skunk.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And she had a skunk and stuff, whatever, like that, whatever, right? So I was looking like, but I see it, I'm like, this guy Kev is wild, though. I was like, why would you even stand that close? Yeah. Skunk might spray you. You're not her.
Yeah.
Right? But he's like, only in Cleveland and stuff like that. So I took it and I just reposted it, whatever, right?
Right.
And then he had got him. He's like, sometimes some people don't even like people that we know support our shit.
Right.
But I was like, no, if I fuck with it for a good quality purpose and stuff, whatever, I'm going to support your stuff.
Yeah.
So I look at it stuff as like, I just don't know. Besides, let's say when he does, let's say local stand-up stuff,
right? How
to support that, whatever. Like he had an independent movie on Tubi and everything like that, whatever. And I'm like, maybe if I watch his movie on Tubi, it'll help support my friend, whatever. And his because, like I said, his art is funny as is.
Yeah,
he's a funny person. Like you even know him and stuff like that, whatever. Too. And I'm looking like, integrity, purpose, he's got it, right? I've seen other comedians and stuff, whatever. I feel like, or people online, I'm like, how do you deserve a check over Kev?
Right.
Right. But I look at stuff as like, I just want to know how I can fuel my community. But if you're saying just the repost aspect, mission complete. I can do that.
Yeah.
I can do that.
And that's what I'm saying. And I've been doing a lot of that lately. Like a lot of stuff that I like. I'm like, well, I don't know if who's ever gonna see it from my page, but I'm gonna post it at least with knowing somebody is gonna see it. And a few of the stuff that I repost, I see the likes.
So if somebody don't repost your shit, basically they don't want you to see you get money. Is that what kind of like it kind of comes down to?
That's the only way I can see it. And I'm not saying that you got to repost my shit if you think it's garbage just because you know.
No. I would feel like, like hopefully you have some kind of substance and quality behind whatever you're trying to push.
Yeah.
To say like, all right, you know what? Yeah. Because I look at it stuff as like, I'm not going to repost anybody's shit just cause. Like I have an issue, like just me. My beef and stuff is that like, or a hot take and stuff is, I'm not gonna wish you happy birthday. Like, I'm a Jay-Z fan. I'm not gonna be a happy birthday, Sean Carter. He don't even know I exist.
Right, yeah.
Unless this probably get echoes somewhere and all that type of shit, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I know you're doing this business, you own this website or some shit like that. So if I'm like, happy birthday, and I at your business or I at you and stuff like that, whatever. I was
Right.
like, this might alley-oop Arwin.
Right. It's, man, a couple months ago, back when we shot the video for the track that I was doing for Usual Suspects, he had a dude came by shoot a family, one of Sosa's family members, either friend or family, right? He's got these line of sauces called Hot Saucy.
Hot Saucy.
Right.
Okay.
So he came to the shoot. He had some sample bottles, and he had given me one of the pineapple hot sauce. So I came home. I tried it out, and I was like, "Yo, this is really, really good.
Quality product.
Quality product."
Okay.
To the point to show you how good this thing was, I got motivated to make a review video.
Okay.
Right? I made a review video, posted it, right? Another one of my followers said, yo, because of this review video, I'm gonna go and order this guy's sauces. He went and he ordered the 3-pack of dude sauces.
So you're an influencer.
I'm an influencer. And I said to myself, he he's put in the comments here, because of that, I said, yeah. I said, like, this is what we should be doing, though. It's like, why am I gonna keep this sauce to myself?
Absolutely.
To myself. When I know somebody else out there might be able to like and enjoy it. And look, it's so said I did this post, so said somebody else picked up on the post and bought sauce.
Right.
Right? Like, this is how it should work.
Community, you know, you and I both say, man, it's collaboration over competition, right? But I want to say certain people and stuff haven't found their community in their landscape and stuff like that because they're not social enough or they don't speak. I don't want to look at it stuff as just outreach, because word of mouth is still a powerful thing.
It's still a powerful thing.
Because you and I can see each other on the road. We might not even interact like that, whatever. But if, let's say, we're in a conversation moment and stuff, and it'd be like, yo, I saw this one video online with these sauces and stuff like that, whatever. Because if I ran into you like out and stuff, whatever, like, and you're like, oh, yeah, the missus wants me to pick up some sauce. She told me I should pick. Yo, you know, I saw this video with this guy. He was doing about sauces and stuff like that, whatever. You know, I'll send it to you right now so you can check it out and see if like that might be up your fancy, up your alley and stuff like that, whatever. It's a reach one, teach one. That's all from word of mouth. It's just straight conversation.
Straight conversation.
And I think a lot of people and stuff feel like word of mouth don't exist or not as strong as compared to like the internet is, whatever. But I'm like, before the internet where it was and stuff, whatever, we all knew Marilyn Manson allegedly removed 2 ribs to suck his own sausage.
Right, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That was straight word of mouth.
Straight word of mouth.
It traveled around the world in a straight word of mouth, whatever. It's alleged and all that, but that goes to show you how much power word of mouth still has.
The power.
So, yeah. Let's get to the question of the week, man.
Question of the week.
Question of the week. Is it hard to tell somebody you care about that you miss them?
Not for me.
Not for you?
No.
So let's say somebody you haven't seen or spoken to and stuff within a matter of like, we'll say 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
Right? And they cross your mind and stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Would you call them up and say like, yo, man, I miss you? Or would you be like, yo, just seeing what you up to?
No.
Would you tell them?
I would tell them, say, yo,
them.
you ran across my mind, yo. It's like, yo, how you been? Like,
but that's not telling them you miss them, though.
No, I think the fact that somebody runs across your mind and you make that, it's different if they run across your mind and you don't call them.
Oh, without a doubt.
Right? But if they run across your mind and you call them, like you miss hearing from them. That's why you made the call.
Yeah, but that's not saying you miss them. That's what I'm saying. It is hard for people to say. To say, I miss you. That's why I'm calling you.
Probably for some people, but I was like, I may not say I miss you, but I'm telling her, yo, man,
That's
I
not
love
saying you miss
No,
it.
no, listen.
Yeah.
I might tell him, yo, I love you. Like the other day, like,
Mhm.
Blacks hit me up,
Shout out
right?
to Mr. Blacks.
Shout out to Mr. Blacks. Blacks hit me up, and we don't chop it up on a frequent, right?
Right.
But something had come up, right? And he gave me a call, right? And we instantly start talking like we haven't missed a beat,
Mm.
right? And he was telling me about an event that was coming up. I was like, I was gonna be able to make it. But after when everything was said and done, we were getting ready to go. It's like, yo, I love you, bro. Yo, bro, I love you, right?
And that's a lot for men today.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
and it's a lot, right?
Yeah,
And I'm like, I'm saying to myself, no, I'm letting you know that this is how I feel about you. I appreciate the call, right?
Mm.
Even though it's not like we don't communicate, we communicate,
Mm.
but it's not as frequently as we used to when we were younger. So I appreciate this call, and because I appreciate this call, I'm letting you know, yo, bro, I love you. I love you for this,
Mhm.
and I know you have love for me. So you know what I mean. We're gonna let it be known.
It's just that. See, I want to say like the insinuation and stuff, whatever. Like I look at it stuff like if you have a father and a child, let's say a father and a son,
Yeah,
because it's kind of like masculinity forming masculinity, right?
yeah,
I look at it stuff as where they might have a thing where, or you might even probably went through it and stuff like your father probably never told you he loved you as much, but you knew the shit that he did or the things that he done and stuff, whatever.
right. The acts of
Insinuate
love.
and showing you right.
The acts
So I
of
look at
love.
it stuff. He's like, I get that, whatever, but I look at it stuff as there's still an aspect and stuff, whatever. Was like, you cannot misconstrue my words if I give you my words directly.
Yes.
Right. And I look at it stuff as where not just men and women, like not just men and men, whatever. I look at it stuff as like, it's just somebody just in general you haven't seen or heard and stuff, whatever, for in a minute, whatever, within a good chunk of time.
Yeah.
You're looking like, yo, is it a harm to say like, yo, I haven't seen you, I missed you?
Yeah.
Be like, yo, like I realize that people will like, it's like happy birthday.
Right.
Happy birthday in a Black Jamaican culture is like, you can't tell another man happy birthday. Happy Earth Strong.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
You were born this day.
Yeah.
Earth Strong what? What does that mean? You know what that means?
No, that's it. You think man give birth? Man not give birth.
That's that shit.
That's that shit.
And then that's that shit why I won't call that person. So I won't miss that person. Like, because I realize and stuff, like even just that miss aspect and stuff, whatever. I witness so many people call like, oh, let me call my aunt, let me call this, let me call that, let me call my sister, let me call whoever.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, they'll talk to them and stuff, whatever. And then they just won't end it when like, or like even just start like, yo, I haven't heard from this person in a minute. Yo, I missed you.
Yeah.
Like I told my homeboy and stuff the other day or whatever. I'm like, yo, fuck where you at, man? I was like, yo, I missed you. He's like, oh, he's like, I'm like, you didn't miss me? I said it just like that with it.
Yeah.
So, and then because he starts stuttering with his words, I'm like, just say you missed me, man.
Right.
And he started laughing. He's like, yo, that shit sound kind of sus though. Tell another man you missed. I was like, I said to him, I said, sir, I probably dated more women you have fingers and toes.
Yeah.
Men are not on my plate or platter or stuff, whatever, to date.
Yeah.
I don't do sausage.
Yeah.
I love a Taco Tuesday, okay? So I was like, let me tell you something. If I tell you I miss you, or I love you, I love you.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? If you want to misconstrue it with like, oh, you don't know today's landscape, or you haven't spoken to Marv in a minute, so you think Marv might have went limp-wristed and stuff, whatever, and jumped on the LGBT world.
Right.
Then that's on you thing. But you're not gonna misconstrue my words and the words that I use.
I think you know what the problem is too? I think a lot of people live in that notion of some things go without saying. Like you know when people say that expression?
Or we could do better since we know better.
But we can. But I'm saying a lot of people still live in that notion of some things go without saying, and they'll leave it up to that.
Yeah, I don't know how far I can kind of jive with that compared to somebody and stuff that really would kind of show it because kind of like if a person tells me they miss them compared to a person telling me like, yo, the streets ain't see you and stuff like that, whatever.
Yeah.
The person that told me they miss me is gonna get more of my time and attention.
Right.
Because I realize stuff like, oh shit, I am wanted over here.
Yeah.
The streets, fuck, I give a fuck about the streets, whatever. Like, I'm not saying the streets, Marv. It's kind of like we don't see you around the block and everything. Like, to say you miss me.
But we're also listening. We're also living in a time where people say shit without meaning.
Sounds like a lot of excuses.
We do live in a time where people say shit without meaning. Action speaks louder than words.
Without a doubt.
You can say I miss you, or you can say I love you, and really not mean it.
Well, some people's form of communication and stuff, I'll say this and stuff, whatever. It might not be the action because they might not understand your actions, right? Like, I look at it stuff as where I have a better concept of love now than I did like even way back when, right? Like, I look at it stuff as, we'll say my father. My father never told me he loved me as much.
Right.
My father's love language is acts of service.
Right.
When I understood love languages and stuff, now I now know is that like he did certain type of things and stuff, whatever, because he loved me, but he incinerated and stuff, whatever. But I can say, if somebody asks me and stuff, whatever, has your father told you he loved you more than 10 times? I'm going to say no.
Right. I have the same argument.
And
I have the same argument.
And then again, so I'm not even caring for like their judgment.
Yeah.
But we're gonna look at stuff for like on a right or wrong aspect. Was that wrong of my father? Yes.
Yeah.
Could he have done better? Probably he didn't know better.
I was about to say that it probably is cultural.
Oh no, without doubt, it's cultural. But I look at it stuff. It's not where you're from. It's where you at.
Right.
And I think that's what a lot of cultures and stuff need to adopt to and stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah,
like
but we know better and we do better. Because I'm sure you tell your son all the time. I tell my son all the time, right? And it's
but that's what I'm saying. Like, and like I said, they didn't know better and stuff, whatever, right? But it's kind of like we're having this conversation about just the I miss you aspect and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
And to the listeners, to the people that you know that might take this in and stuff, whatever, it's up to them to say, like, I know better. Do I do better?
Right.
Because some people want stuff like, yeah, I know better, but they're still not making applicable.
Yeah.
And I want to say, like, scientifically proven, like, after the age of 7, a lot of things stick to us with repetition.
Okay.
So if we're not doing things and stuff on a repetitive kind of situation, we're not going to do it.
Okay. So, sir.
Yeah.
Can I still tell people I love them and that cannot suffice for the I miss you part, or do I?
No, you have to tell me you miss them.
I gotta tell them I miss them.
Your criteria is now 6 months to a year. You haven't heard from the person?
Yeah.
They ding you, you ding them. Yo, I miss you, man. I was thinking about you the other day.
Okay.
They be like, oh shit, Smooth, you might want more than my time. I got you.
I'll throw it. I miss you in there now.
Don't do it too R&B-ish. You're welcome. You do it too R&B-ish, they be like, oh. Let's get to the Ask the Sons, man.
Okay, we're here.
First Ask the Sons comes from Chrissy_M. What is a privilege you think people take for granted?
That's a good one.
Having parents who help you out financially as an adult. That is a privilege.
That's a big privilege.
That is a big ass privilege and stuff, whatever. I had a homie and stuff tell me that, like, you know, he's like, I ain't no Donald Trump, but my dad did help me out and stuff to get my first house. I was like, house? That's a statement. That's a privilege.
Yeah. Having people willing to give you their time.
Talk about it. What do you mean by that? Because a lot of people, they can get paid for it now.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Having people who are not you're not paying for them to give you your time, and they're still willing to give you your time. That's a privilege, because a lot of people are selfish with their time, and it may not even be because it may not be because they're selfish people, but out of necessity, they may just not have the time for you. So to find that person that's is willing to shut down what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Again, just going back from our beginning our conversation, people who are willing to show up for you.
Right.
When they got a lot going on in their own world.
Right. And I think a lot of people kind of miss that aspect and stuff of it. Because, like, you know, I expect Smooth to show up and stuff, whatever. Your wife might be sick. Your kids might need you and stuff. A sibling might need you to take them somewhere and stuff. Right. And be like, Smooth didn't show up for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's a privilege when you have people like that.
That's fair. I can agree to that. Okay. Next question comes from AngelHernades. Is it easier to raise a girl or a boy in today's times? Well, you got both. I only have a boy.
Yeah.
So to me, why I would feel like it's a little bit easier to raise a boy.
Yeah.
I think because it's kind of like how the world kind of more, I want to say like men's privilege and everything like, but I want to kind of say like it kind of leans more towards the stuff that like men are kind of look for to still do certain type of things
Right.
and expected the stuff of society. So if they kind of like just kind of fall in suit to like certain things that's kind of set for them, like I look at it stuff as where, all right, if you teach your son how to drive, as a boy's rite of passage to learn how to drive,
Right.
right? But I feel like the world won't flinch too much if a woman doesn't drive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So I feel like there's certain things and stuff that are like, if you know you gotta hit these marks and stuff for like, okay, like I think rite of passage would be like teaching your boy how to drive, for him to graduate, like to pick the college thing if they're gonna do that. Um, certain other type of little smaller things and stuff, whatever. Like if those marks and stuff are hit, I feel like I can hit those marks a lot easier than I can with a girl, but I don't have a daughter. So
Yeah.
how would you answer this question?
I would say it's probably now, or well, not even now. I want to say it's equal, but if I would say before, it would be easier to raise a son
Before?
before.
Okay, talk about it.
Now, I think there's so much. I think there's so much peer pressure within the world, and the social media aspect has taken a lot of power away from average parents.
Mm.
I think you have to work even harder, and especially with boys, to keep them on a straight and narrow path. You really gotta put in that work, because
So do
just
you feel like the girls are kind of easier to set on the path than it is than the boys?
yeah, because again, feminism in the world that we have today, there's a lot more opportunities is given to girls.
See,
right?
feminism, baby, and especially as a father of a daughter.
Yeah, a lot more opportunities are given to girls, where your sons are they're in that much more of a fight, right? So
The top heavy aspect.
now it's much easier for them to be persuaded to go down a different avenue,
Mm, I see it.
right? So and that's what I'm saying. Like before, where it was, they can get out there and immediately go into the job force and work and start working for their own. It's not like that now. It's much easier for women to go out there and get that job.
Right. Okay. I dig it. Last question comes from JuliannaQ.
JuliannaQ.
What have you aged out of? What have you? What have you aged out of? I don't know why I read it like that.
Thrill rides. I think we've talked about this.
Thrill rides?
I think we've talked about this a few times.
No, yeah, that too. But I realize maintaining shitty relationships with people.
Mm.
I've grown out of that and stuff, whatever. Because I think like, and me and my homie and stuff, whatever, who I went to go see for his birthday,
Yeah.
we're having this conversation and stuff, whatever. Because he was asking me lightly at my birthday
Right.
about how come he didn't see these people, and stuff, whatever, right? Because I had a guy friend way back in the day and stuff that he knew, like, you know, that we used to kick it and stuff, whatever. And he's like, yo, over the course of years, like, he didn't see him. He saw more Ben in any case and stuff like whatever. And he
Yeah.
asked of one too, but he just thought that maybe when we all kind of linked up, he probably just wasn't available.
Right.
But he's
right.
like, who the fuck would miss like my 40th birthday and stuff, right?
Right.
And I told him and stuff for them, like, yo, like, I think maintaining like shitty relationships with people and stuff in general, I'm not about that, because I think everything's up for discussion.
Yeah.
If I realize like I don't like how this makes me feel,
Yeah.
because no one can tell you how to feel.
Right.
Once you have that conversation, if the people, like, it can go like, well, we can end it or we can repair it, whatever. And if it is not on a level of repairing and stuff, whatever,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm too old for that. I'm
Yeah.
too old to maintain shitty relationships. The people I fuck with or I rock with, or if I have your number in my phone and I don't call you for business purposes,
Yeah.
our relationship should better be good. If not, I'll pay somebody else for a business relationship for that.
Yeah. I also think like naturally, as you grow older and you progress, your
Mhm.
circles get smaller. You try to I think you fine tune who's more going to be a part of your progression and a part of your well-being,
Mhm.
and others just fall to the wayside. It's not to say that, then not and it's not to say that these people who fall to the wayside are bad people in any sense of the
No,
word.
no, 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 no,
It's
no, no,
just
no.
that
It's not
they're
to
no
take away.
longer
I cannot.
with it.
Yeah, I cannot have a good relationship with somebody and stuff, but you can still have a good relationship with somebody
Right.
because the way how, let's say, they might put 10% of like love, time, and energy in me, and they might dump 50% of time, energy, and love within you.
Right.
Right. So at the end of the day, I'm not 10% isn't good enough in my world,
Right.
but I'm pretty sure 50% in your world, so for most people's world, would be good enough, whatever. Like
Right.
life is lifing.
Right.
So I look at it stuff as like, yeah, that's not good for me. So me and this person, sayonara.
Yeah.
Right. And then when it comes to like you and that person and stuff, whatever, your shit's still good and stuff, whatever, anyway, because you can understand. Or you might even not require that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? My requirements might be higher than yours.
Now that I think about it, have you ever been in a situation where you're invited to, let's say, somebody you're cool with,
Okay.
right? And run into somebody you used to be cool with, but your relationship is no longer like that. But again, that person you're cool with, they still have that type of relationship.
I keep it classy.
Yeah.
I keep it classy. Like I look at it as stuff as where I don't tell nobody who they can rock with, whatever.
Right.
I don't
No,
have
no,
that
yeah, yeah.
power, that autonomy over nothing, or that sovereignty over nobody like that. Now, if that person's still there, whatever,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold my corner, and hopefully they hold their corner and stuff like that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because we're not here for the purpose of each other, because we don't
Right.
fuck with each other.
Right.
We're here for the person we both show mutual respect for.
Yeah.
Long as they keep it classy, I keep it classy. You want to make a movie? I'll film the scene.
I was maybe sometime last year. I went to go look for a friend,
Mhm.
and another person was there, and I wouldn't say that we were still friends at the time, but they were there, and it was just light talk, small conversation, out of respect of who we were both there for. But it's not like it was meant to spark back any or rekindle old type of friendship, because
Yeah, well,
it wasn't gonna go there. Yeah.
yeah. Like I look at it as like, see, me, I'm more on accountability side.
Yeah.
So because I'm on an accountability side, be like, yo, you do what you do,
Right.
right? And I'm gonna do what I do, and I know why I'm doing this, and hopefully you know why you're doing that, whatever, right? And you hold
Right.
yourself accountable for your side and vice versa and stuff. And I done found my peace probably more 9 times out of 10 without that person
Yeah.
and all the above. Because if I didn't, then I would be the one dinging them, hey, I missed you.
Right.
Right. But other than that, whatever, if I'm not doing that, whatever, I found my own heaven on earth and stuff. Whatever. Hopefully you found that too.
Yeah.
I think like I said, when you're not trying to keep it classy now, whatever, this is where you have the problem. Because I look at it stuff as where if I'm in my zone, minding my business stuff for them, you're like, I don't like how Marv looked at me or something like that, whatever.
Yeah.
They're my eyes. You have to control your own fucking emotions. You have to control your own feelings.
Right.
You have to be aware of where you are. That's self-awareness.
Yeah.
So who cares if I look that direction or not?
Yeah.
What if you might be standing behind in front of the damn salsa that I want
Yeah.
at this function? I want to get to the salsa. Please hurry up and move from the table. I don't understand. What that got to do with me? And that's what I'm saying. The accountability aspect and stuff is like, yo, if they're still not moving from the salsa table, I walk over there. What are you coming over here for? The salsa. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And if they want to make it into something after that, whatever, I'm like, damn, you're blocking up the spot for the salsa. I want some dip for my chips.
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Don't think you're special.
Yeah.
So that. We are here.
We are here.
We did some talking.
Put it down, man.
Get to the Associated Sons this week. Associated Sons this week says, master what makes you different. You're not like them. No, that was not planned. This is associated.
So says the Sons.
Yeah, and I'll speak on it. Like I look at it as where everybody, we don't have to keep focusing on what makes us the same.
No.
And I think that's the thing and stuff. I think the beauty in the world and stuff is that like, because I'm like this type of way, like you see me, I'm out here in my shorts and my Nintendo socks and everything like that, whatever, right?
Right.
Some people might see me like this guy's doing the most with his classic Nintendo socks and all the above, whatever. Yeah, I'm okay with that. This is what makes me different.
Yeah.
I'm not like you. If you like plain black socks, you like plain white socks, that's okay.
That's fine.
You're not like me.
Yeah.
My socks have to be different.
Right.
So say the Sons again, man. Master what makes you different. You're not like them.
So says the Sons. Enjoy being different.
Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. I mean, you're uniquely you.
Yes. Yes.
We are here, man. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, all the above.
All
Don't
of
forget
the
to hit
above.
the message board, the button. Like what you see, and please keep sending us Associated Sons, the Acts of Sons. They're beautiful. We appreciate you guys and stuff for rocking with us. Keep sending more. Don't worry, we'll have one coming soon. I asked the Sons episode because we have some in the cut, and we don't want to get cussed out.
Shout out to all the feminists out there.
Yes, yes. Yeah. We're here for the movement.
We're here.
Girl power. Thanks again for listening to the Podical Sons. Remember, the difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. Y'all
Peace
keep
and
well,
love,
be
man.
great out
Peace
there.
And love.
Go be great. Peace.
The Podical Sons with not your average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.